increasingly I see the power of the family business as a key element, because I want to just give quickly a story that my granddad told me, which is he said, I would much rather be in your world than my world, because in my world, women were uneducated and women were trained into dependence on men. But in our world, we're not in that situation. Women are more educated and women are not being trained into dependence on men. And I don't want my partner to be trained into dependence on me. I want my partner to be able to stand on her own. I want to be able to stand on my own. And I want us to be able to synergize in a way that men and women haven't been able to before. So I find that as an empowering challenge. I find that as an empowering moment. And here's the key is how men and women can transform their utilitarian education, which was taught in such a way as to tear us apart and taught in such a way as to keep us dependent on institutions in a certain unreflective way, towards a more insightful education where we can use our new education and we can use our new skills to reapproach what it means to build a family together and build a life together. I think there's a huge possibility there. And then the final note I'll say is that to me, this comes down to the problem of the human species, which the human species has never been able to resolve, which is that we are the species that can create both biologically and culturally. All other species can only create biologically. They can reproduce themselves organically. But human beings can reproduce themselves organically and we can culturally create. And that has historically always been the central tension point. Because if you reproduce biologically, then you have to sacrifice your cultural creativity. But if you create culturally, then you have to sacrifice your biological creativity. How can we do both? How can we both create how can we build families and culturally create? I think whoever can solve that issue is going to steal the culture.